declined that request and without conditions allowed us bail and further fixed the next date of hearing of 20th February.
The Gandhis were quite literally in the dock today. Yes, history repeats for Gandhis. After Indira in 1978, Sonia and Rahul appear in person before the court and answer the law in the National Herald case. The ordeal has just begun. They'll be back in court in person on February 20th in 2016.
वो सरकारी एजेंसी का पूरी तरह से इस्तेमाल कर रही है। हम में से कोई भी डरने वाला नहीं है।
मोदी जी झूठे इल्जाम लगवाते हैं और वो सोचते हैं कि विपक्ष झुक जाएगा।
The court summons has only emboldened the Gandhis as they come out launching a direct attack on Narendra Modi, accusing him of vendetta.
I will win this case during the year of 2016. Miss Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, all will be sentenced to a prison terms.
It's an open and shut case. Swami vows to send the Gandhis to jail in 2016, says he's sure of his facts, the law and the evidence. They were all there, the Patels, Kharges, Azad, Sonis, Dikshits and Shuklas, in full solidarity as the Gandhis went in and out of court in 15 minutes. He's got a Lutyens house and security upgrade. The Congress points to the allocations as proof that Swami is a Modi agent and is now getting rewarded for his good work. Distancing itself from Dr. Swami, the BJP though hits back at the Congress as the summon proves that corruption and Congress go hand in hand. Well, the day lived up to its billing. It turned out to be a showstopper. The Gandhis answered the law, appearing in person. At 3 sharp, they appeared accompanied by the Congress who's who at their side at the Patiala House complex. This was the first time since a Gandhi family member stood in the dock after Indira Gandhi's summons in 1977 October. Sonia had already set the tone, if you remember, a few days ago, proclaiming that she was Indira Gandhi's daughter-in-law, not to be cowed down by anyone. If Sonia was the picture of certitude, Rahul Gandhi played the vendetta victim card to the absolute hilt. After the hearing, he attacked Prime Minister Modi directly for foisting, as he called them, motivated cases, false cases on the Gandhi Parivar, as well as the opposition, to ensure a Congress-Mukt India and to intimidate the opposition.
इनके खिलाफ हमारी लड़ाई जारी रहेगी। कांग्रेस के सिद्धांतों, कांग्रेस की नीतियों और गरीबों के हितों की रक्षा के लिए हमारा संघर्ष जारी रहेगा। मौजूदा केंद्र सरकार अपने विरोधियों को जानबूझकर निशाना बना रही है और इसके लिए वो सरकारी एजेंसी का पूरी तरह से इस्तेमाल कर रही है।
मोदी जी झूठे इल्जाम लगवाते हैं और वो सोचते हैं कि विपक्ष झुक जाएगा। मैं हिंदुस्तान के हर नागरिक को बताना चाहता हूं कि मैं और कांग्रेस पार्टी नहीं झुकेंगे।
Pyrotechnics, however, cannot substitute for legality. Dr. Swami may not have succeeded in jailing the Gandhis today, but he did say that he is certain to win the case and prove his serious allegations by 2016. Dr. Subramanian Swami has already listed several reasons why he thinks he's on the strongest wicket here, or the stronger wicket here. He also came out with a studied defense, accusing the Congress of conflating facts to divert by suggesting that he was a Modi agent. He came out to suggest that he had a long-standing association with the Bharatiya Janata Party because he was a Jansanghi to begin with. In fact, he was also the chief of the Jansangh youth unit, and as such had been the boss really of individuals such as Venkaiah Naidu, etc., who were state unit youth leaders. Well, the High Court prima facie also believes, as we know, that the Gandhis have a case to answer for on merits and facts. As of now, the Gandhis are confident. They even came out today, as you saw, taking on the Prime Minister and this current dispensation. Also, of course, we had the lawyers for the Gandhis, Dr Abhishek Manu, Singhvi and Kapil Sibal, come out and explain the nuances of all what went on in court, saying that Dr. Swami tried his hardest to put the Gandhis in jail, but the court would not heed. Here is that face-off between the lawyers.
Let me make it clear, I've been saying since yesterday that all this hype and hoopla was unnecessary by the press. In deference and great respect to the court, we all appeared through counsel and each of the accused appeared except accused number 6, Mr. Sam Pitroda, who has a medical problem. He was granted exemption for his medical problem. It is unfortunate that for the others, Dr. Swami insisted on passport conditions which are totally unnecessary for those who have deep roots in society and have occupied high public offices. The judge declined Dr. Swami's request and the judge has now put the matter for the 20th of February. In other words, all the accused except Mr. Sam Pitroda, who was exempted, have received bail unconditionally, without conditions. As we said, everybody appeared and stood before the court in grave deference and respect for the court.
Sir, when are you likely to move up application seeking permanent?
I am not here to discuss legal strategies, but today we have not even moved or pushed for any exemption. आज की तिथि 20 है, अगर कोई और ऑर्डर नहीं होता तो 20 को पेश होगी.
I will win this case during the year of 2016. Miss Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, all will be sentenced to a prison terms. That I am sure, because this is an open shut case, it's based on documents, it's not based on witnesses. The issue is that this vendetta question was raised before the trial court judge, Ms. Manocha. It was raised before Justice Sunil Gaur. Both have dismissed it. Supreme Court in previous judgments, also in the Bhajanlal case of 1992, they dismissed it. They say that each time, maybe there is a vendetta, but the fact is we have to look at the data, the facts, and so on. If the facts are strong, it doesn't matter whether a person has brought it to the notice of the police authorities because of a vendetta. You call that uprising. I have not taken an appointment with the Prime Minister and gone and spoken to him at all. In fact, I have never spoken to the Prime Minister verbally in his office on this question.
Well, we've heard both sides. So who has the stronger case? Does the Congress have the legal legs to stand on? Is its decision to play the vendetta victims got something to do with the fact that perhaps it knows that it can't put across a robust argument legally? Is it a ruse, as the Bharatiya Janata Party claims? Is it a ruse, as Dr. Subramaniam Swamy claims? Or is there a reason for the Congress to be apprehensive about? Well, let's go across to the main stakeholders today. Joining us is a very influential panel. Nalin Kohli, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Ariman Sundaram, senior lawyer with us. Also with us will be Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi in just a few moments. Mahesh Jethmalani, a senior lawyer, and KTS Tulsi, former Additional Solicitor General of India, someone who has advised the Congress Party in the past on cases. I just want to begin with you first politically. Nalin Kohli, let's deal with the political aspects first. Nalin Kohli, the Congress has come out very confidently today, saying very clearly that this is an attempt by the proxy of the Prime Minister to try and implicate the Gandhis in a conspiracy, that this is part of a massive vendetta campaign that is being launched with the single aim of arriving at a Gandhi Mukt and a Congress Mukt Bharat. And they say that if you really look at it in its entirety, then that charge has been extended to include the opposition. Your answer to that before I bring in Dr. Singhvi.
of a charge like this is that or the government or the BJP are actually managing the courts, and that's preposterous. I mean, after all, the courts are an independent institution, and we don't like to cast these kind of aspersions on it. This is based on a complaint in the court. If the Congress party feels there are other issues it wants to raise, they are free to go to the court like Dr. Swami has gone. And let's look at the arguments that are being put forth today to attack, arguments being put forth to attack Dr. Swami. He's being called a mask of Mr. Narendra Modi. So in 1999, when Dr. Swami contributed to the fall of the NDA government of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, and Sonia Gandhi ji was at that thing, it said that it was at the behest of Mrs. Sonia Gandhi that that government was brought down. Was he then by the same inference a mask of Mrs. Sonia Gandhi? And finally, what are we finding? This all political positioning is because at the end of the day, the Congress party understands you don't celebrate a bail.
Okay.
It's a bail. It's not an exoneration.
Premature celebration. Okay, let me.
And the High Court
I have three questions.
Something
on the back of this.
So where they are finding themselves short.
Okay, on the back of this rebuttal, I have three questions for Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Three questions. On the back of what Mr. Nalin Kohli has said, I can break this down. Number one, Dr. Singhvi, how is the Congress playing the vendetta victim card when the matter is in the legal domain and Dr. Swami is a private petitioner? And most importantly, the courts themselves have prima facie suggested, at least the High Court, that there is a case to answer for. Dr. Singhvi, how does this work? How does the vendetta charge work, Dr. Singhvi? Can you hear me? Can Dr. Singhvi hear me? Yeah.
Rahul, reason number one.
Yes.
He is not a mere private complainant. If
yes.
I was a private complainant against, can I please answer? Can I please answer? Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Rahul, can you hear me? I am speaking. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Rahul, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Rahul?
I can hear you, sir. I can hear you.
Now, number one, Dr. Swami is not, number one, Dr. Swami is not a mere private complainant. He is a private complainant who is a senior member of the BJP. If I was to file a complaint, but you're interrupting me, you're obviously not hearing me. You're not hearing me. You're not able to hear me, Rahul.
I can hear you, sir. I can hear you, Dr. Singhvi. I can hear you clearly.
Speak.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Rahul.
I can hear you, sir. I can hear you. Please go ahead. Make your point. Make your point, sir. Make your point. I can hear you clearly.
You can't because... No, there is a time gap between what I am saying and what you are hearing. Now, can you hear me as I speak?
Absolutely, it's been resolved.
Okay, now let me start now. You asked me a question about the vendetta.
Okay, we just seem to be having audio issues there. We have audio issues. Well, one of the small abbreviated responses that has come in, Nalin Kohli, is that Dr. Swami has a lengthy association with the Bharatiya Jan Sangh. Long, lengthy association. So you can't say that there are two compartments working here.
Yes, I'm aware of it. So why can't we say that? Was he a member of the Bharatiya Janata Party or the Bharatiya Jan Sangh or any other such organization when he filed this complaint in 2013? Or since he's been pursuing it from 2012? He wasn't. So therefore, I said right at the beginning, the Congress party is hoping, trying, attempting to build a political case because perhaps they understand the merits of what they are dealing with legally may be weak. Otherwise, they wouldn't need to make such a lot of things. They would be today with the eminent lawyers that they have. They would all be bringing the legal points clearly saying no, no, no. So far, the courts, which is the trial court and the high court, have not bought the arguments they presented.
Okay, not bought the argument. Let me bring in Dr. Singhvi.
And there have been rather strong comments in the High Court order.
I have the order.
They are trying to. Now it's
okay,
now
one
that
second.
has gone back
Let me
to
bring
the
in
trial
Dr.
court.
Singhvi on this.
They are there to adjudicate it. I don't understand
Rahul,
why they want to
fair enough.
make a political case of a legal case.
Don't make a political
Rahul.
case out of a legal case. Why is the Congress doing it, Dr. Singhvi?
Now, Rahul, first, let me go step by step. First of all, can you hear me simultaneously as I speak or with the time lag?
Yes, sir. Perfectly.
Can you hear me, Rahul? I'm asking again because you lost all of what I said earlier.
Ah.
Rahul, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir, perfectly. I can hear you.
You cannot. Please understand. You are hearing with some time lag. I can hear everything which you are saying. And there's a huge echo and you are responding with a huge time lag.
Just carry on, sir. I can hear you now. We've resolved the issue. It's come down to 3 seconds.
Okay. Okay. Now we've got a long 2 sets of responses by the BJP. Let me finish point-wise. It's not my fault because I was very quick but you couldn't hear me. The first question on vendetta. It is specious and fallacious of the BJP to talk about the complaint of 2012 end of 2013 when Subramanian Swamy was not a member. Subramanian Swamy has a long political history of antipathy to the Congress. He participated in Mr. Modi's election campaign fully in 2013. The actual notice was issued summoning order was issued well after 2014. His entire persecution and prosecution of the case has been effectively only since 2014. Number two, because it was lying like a quiet complaint for 1.5 years till he joined the BJP and activated it. Number two, the summoning order was issued during the BJP time. Number two, if I was to file a criminal complaint in a private capacity against Mr. Modi, no person on earth would consider it not to be a politically motivated campaign. Third, Dr. Swamy has proudly proclaimed on your channels and elsewhere that he got the ED officer changed. Ministers of the rank of Mr. Jaitley have frequently opined on the merits of the case. Today and many times earlier, people, the spokespeople of the BJP have said that the ultimate object is a Congress Mukt Bharat. Well, does it not all show that the object is to initiate or unleash people like Dr. Swamy with false and motivated complaints, retain deniability by saying it's him doing it, not me, play good cop and bad cop.
No, but
effectively.
But the case was filed by Dr. Swamy in like January 2013 when he wasn't a BJP member and the UPA was in power. Even the NDA was not in power.
Please understand, the filing date is irrelevant. Did anything happen from 2012-13 till 2014? Dr. Swamy started vigorously prosecuting it only after he became an active member of the BJP and, in fact, got a summoning order issued only after the government changed. He wanted to score brownie points with the BJP. Nothing happened from 2013 January to 2014 May. He started prosecuting and pushing this case only after having participated in the election campaign of Mr. Modi. And the summoning order came well just before and just during the change of government. That is, Mr. Swamy had become active in the BJP by then. But that's not the only point. I've given you 4 other reasons.
Okay.
Dr.
Nalin
Swamy is acting. And one
why
more thing,
are you so
very
upset?
important thing you don't know. Today,
today.
Rahul, today, in the court, Dr. Swamy made the most petty political opposition, which is nothing but petty politics, knowing that these accused have full roots in society, knowing that there is no chance of fleeing or flight risk, knowing that they themselves have voluntarily submitted to the court, knowing that they had never been accused earlier, he still insisted on a passport restriction and a travel restriction. This is nothing but petty politics.
Nalin
in a kind of a
Kohli,
humiliating
the optics
now,
suggest
we
this
are
is vendetta,
complaining about
the timing
unleashing
suggests it's
of these
vendetta.
petty tactics.
Quick
Not
response.
about the
I
court.
have 4 comments.
Not about the court at all.
I have 4 comments.
4 comments, okay. 4 comments.
I have 4 comments to make, Mr. Rahul Shivshankar. Number 1, I am pained by the use of the words that Dr. Singhvi, as an eminent lawyer, is saying that Dr. Subramaniam Swamy got the court to issue a summoning order as if he's controlling the courts. Please, I think we need to draw the line. I know the Congress party has a lot of disdain for institutional setup of various institutions. I mean, they are the party that had imposed emergency. But let's not now drag the courts as if they were extensions of a political party. The courts are not, thankfully, and that's thankfully to everybody in India. The second point is what he's saying about Dr. Subramaniam Swamy. There has been also an association of Dr. Subramaniam Swamy very closely with the late Mr. Rajiv Gandhi. He was one of his closest friends, right up to Mr. Rajiv Gandhi's death. And that's well known, well documented. It's in public domain. He brought down the NDA government on the behest of what is clearly known, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi's request in 1999. So while casting all these aspersions, Dr.